Hi, I'm Vance, and welcome to Repair and Replace. Refrigerators use water inlet valves to control the distribution of water. There is usually one or more valves mounted near the compressor. This may include a valve for the water filter, one for the dispenser, and another for the ice maker. If the water valve fails, then it can prevent the dispenser and ice maker from working. Now, if the valve is leaking, then it'll also need to be replaced. In this episode, first we'll do some tests with a multimeter. Then we'll learn how to replace the water valve assembly. To begin, you might need a screwdriver or nut driver, an adjustable wrench, and a multimeter. You might also need a plastic container and a cloth. Keep in mind there is some variation between models, and not all refrigerators will have the same parts. You can enter your model number on the AIM Resupply website to see a parts breakdown. This can be helpful to show you which parts are in your refrigerator and where they are located. First, slide the refrigerator out from the wall. When there is enough room, unplug the cord to disconnect the power. In some models, you might need to remove the water supply line to gain access to the back. Close the shutoff valve to turn off the water supply. Next, use an adjustable wrench to loosen and remove the supply line. Let any remaining water drain into a plastic container. Now, slide the fridge all the way out so you have plenty of room to work. On the back of the refrigerator is an access panel. Use a 1/4 inch nut driver to remove the screws. Now simply lift up to remove the panel. At the back of the refrigerator is the water valve assembly. The valve is controlled by a solenoid. When the coil is energized, the magnetic field pulls a small pin which opens the valve. We can test the solenoid for continuity. A continuity test will determine if there's a continuous path for electricity to flow through. Without continuity, the solenoid will not work. It's best to take a picture of the wires for reference. Now disconnect the wire harness. In some models, you might have to unscrew the assembly to test the wire terminals directly. Set the multimeter to the ohms or resistance setting. Trace the wires to the connector. Now touch the probes to both terminals. There should be continuity with a resistance reading between 100 and 500 ohms. Repeat the test for each solenoid. If the resistance is significantly off, or if there is no reading and no continuity, then the valve is faulty and will need to be replaced. Disconnect any additional wires. Now unscrew the valve from the mount. This will give you more room for your hands. If needed, remove the plastic retainers. To remove each water line, you'll have to press down on the locking tab. Let any water drain into the container. Now remove the water valve. Take the new valve and push each water line into the appropriate connector. If needed, reinstall the plastic retainers. Align the valve onto the bracket and tighten the screws. Finally, reconnect the wires. Align the back panel onto the mounting tabs. Now tighten the screws. Reconnect the water supply and tighten the connection. Open the shutoff valve. Plug in the cord to reconnect the power. Now slide it back into place. Make sure to leave a couple of inches of space between the refrigerator and the wall. This will allow for proper airflow. Now test the refrigerator to see if it's working properly. If the dispenser still isn't working properly, then it could be an issue with the microswitch or the dispenser control board. You can see how to troubleshoot this further in the videos linked below. If you like this and want to see more tutorials and informational videos, then subscribe to our channel. And if you need help, you can call or visit an Amory location to talk with our knowledgeable staff. Thanks for watching.